Today I have with me the Hori Split Pad Pro for the Nintendo Switch, and it's coming in around $50, and we're going to be taking a look at the features and design of this controller. As you can see, it turns your Switch into a behemoth of a console, but let's get into it. In the box, you'll find the Hori Split Pad Pro itself and owner's manual. It's a very simple and quick unboxing. I really like the color scheme on this gamepad. There's several different colors to choose from, but the one I got is this translucent black with red accents, which I think looks really nice. The two colors complement each other well. Picking these up for the first time, I was shocked at how light these things are. I was concerned about how heavy they could be because based on looks, they don't look light, but that doesn't seem to be the case, which is a really good thing because they're meant to be played in handheld mode, and you wouldn't want them to be too heavy because it would definitely impact the comfort level of the gamepad. Connecting the Split Pad Pro to my Switch was incredibly easy. All you gotta do is just slide them into the Joy-Con railings and you're connected. At first, it did feel a little awkward playing with these because it makes the Switch wider, but I got used to it rather quickly, and even with how large these controllers are, you can still dock your Switch while these are connected, so that's pretty cool. Design-wise, the Hori Split Pad Pro sort of gives me Xbox controller vibes because of the larger size, which is a positive for me because it fits in my hands perfectly. The button layout on these is similar to regular Joy-Cons, but this gamepad does have some cool features. If you look at the back, you'll notice assignable back buttons, and at the front there's an assign and turbo button on both sides of the gamepad. The assign button, of course, is used to assign controls to the back buttons. Unfortunately, you can't cross-assign back buttons, so for example, the buttons on the front side of the right controller can only be reassigned to the back buttons on the right side, and the same goes for the left side, so it kind of limits the back button potential of this controller. The turbo button allows continuous rapid fire without holding the button assigned to it, so you can see here in Doom, I'm not holding down any buttons, but the gun keeps firing. It's definitely more useful in some games than others. A really great feature of the Hori Split Pad Pro is the concave analog sticks have a full-size controller turn radius, which is great because you have more room to adjust your aim and movement in game. Another difference about this gamepad is there's a plus style D-pad, which is my favorite kind of D-pad. I just find them a little bit easier to use. There's two stands that stick out at the bottom to help separate the Switch and gamepad from the surface, which is kind of nice because it just adds a little bit more protection to your Switch. The texture on the front is not slippery and the back is texturized, so you have a pretty good grip while holding these, which is great because the last thing you want is your Switch to slip out of your hands while playing. Okay, so now that we've gone over the features of this controller, what are the features that are missing from the Split Pad Pro? Well, there's quite a few. First, you can't use this specific version of the gamepad in TV mode, tabletop, or as a wireless controller, so you're only limited to handheld play. There is no gyroscope, motion IR camera, accelerometer, player LED, HD rumble, home button notification, and NFC, so if any of those are very important to you, just be aware they're not available on the Split Pad Pro. The build quality feels good. When I press the buttons on this controller, it feels smooth and it doesn't have a very tactile feel. The analog sticks move smoothly, and overall it doesn't feel cheap, it feels like a solid controller. Personally, I really like this controller. It really enhances my gaming experience in handheld mode because of the larger shape and size of the controller. It just feels more natural for me to hold in my hands compared to regular Joy-Cons. Of all the features missing from this controller, HD rumble is what I miss the most because it helps me feel more immersed while playing, but it really makes up for it when it comes to comfort and feel, and overall, I'm very happy with this product.